Hi, I'm the Rap Critic. Let's talk about Drake in one of the worst lyrics from 2014 in hindsight.
I never fucked Nicki cause she got a man, but when that's over then I'm first in line.
Guess not. Because pretty much after that music video came out, it was confirmed that Nicki Minaj was dating Meek Mill right on the heels of her breakup with her last boyfriend. And I'm not usually one to comment on someone's personal life like that, but if you're gonna throw that in your song, maybe you should have been a little bit more sure on the person you were talking about. But we'll tackle Drake's problems with women and his beef with Meek Mill another day. For now, let's talk about Meek and Nicki and their love ballad entitled All Eyes on You, a song about Meek and Nicki's relationship. Now, I've heard them collaborate on Nicki's Pink Print album, and to be honest, I didn't like the results. This shit is so sappy you could pour it on pancakes. And it's not like sappy in the sweet kind of way where you can feel the emotion behind it that makes being vulnerable in your music really enduring. It's like the awkward, embarrassing 12-year-old first-time poetry kind of sappy that doesn't really need to leave your diary. But hey, maybe it was a fluke. Surely a couple making a record together will have some chemistry on their big single and show us the passion and love that Meek has for Nicki.
Baby, is you drunk? Is you had enough?
Or we could take the focus of intimacy away from the couple for some reason, instead opting on undercutting the weight of their real-life relationship by starting with Chris Brown making sure some random unnamed girl is completely boozed up before he starts hitting on her. I guess that's nice. Sorry, I know they did it purely to draw ears from Chris Brown fans, but think about it. Are there any collabs between Jay-Z and Beyonce about their love for each other that has a guest spot from Kanye? No, because that'd be stupid and detracting from the two real-life people that we're supposed to be connecting to.
Is you somebody, baby? If you ain't, girl, what we gon' do?
Wait a minute. Did an R&B singer in 2015 just make sure a girl was single before he started hitting on her? Now, this next line I've seen misinterpreted on a lot of lyric sites.
If you ain't gon' need it, baby, give it all up for you right now.
Which, as you may know, doesn't really make any fucking sense because, well, if you're not gonna need what? What, her vagina? Yeah, can I use your sex organs real quick? I'll give them right back. Come on, you're not even using them. You're being a dog in a manger right now. But if you listen close, what he's actually saying is,
If you ain't gon' need it, baby, give it all up for you right now.
if your ego needs it? That's a strange choice of words to say to a girl right before you tell her you'd give up everything for her. He's pretty much saying, I mean, since you're gonna be a manipulative bitch who makes everything about you, I'll do anything. The idea that you'd give up all your riches is supposed to be of your own volition because you feel like your life with her would be better without it. Not because she's a controlling person who's making you do it. It's not nearly as romantic a gesture in that case. But whatever, he's not the main guy anyway. Let's get to the lovebirds themselves, starting with Meek, and hear him detail their relationship with each other.
She was the baddest, I was the realest, we was the flyest, up in the building. We was.
Okay, so he starts by saying, I'm awesome, she's awesome, a match made in heaven. Although the addition of we was at the end sounds like he's really trying to convince someone who's not believing him. Well, at least he's actually focusing on his girl and his relationship and not just trailing off.
Counting this money, loving the feeling.
Seriously?
Look at you now, in love with a hitter.
Does anyone actually say hitta? I don't know about y'all, but I've never heard anyone say hitta other than in a song where they originally wanted to say nigga. I wasn't sure, so I asked some of my Twitter followers, and one of them responded saying, yes, people do say hitta. Specifically, white suburban children whose moms won't let them buy the uncensored version. Fair enough.
But now it's all eyes on me, and it all eyes on me. To say something to your pretty ass, some hood shit, what you looking at?
So you had to come up with something to say to this beautiful girl, but you still wanted to be hood about it. So instead of saying something like, hey, what's up, boo, or hey, how you doing? Your first thought when it came to her glorious brown eyes staring back into yours was, what you looking at? You know, that's romantic. Of course, he could be saying that was like the whole phrase he said to her, like, some hood shit is what you're looking at. But that doesn't sound any less intimidating.
What's your name? Who you with? Where you from? You the shit.
You know, I'm not expecting him to write Shakespearean-type poetry, but really? I mean, look, I know sometimes a person can forget exactly how their first meetup went, but did Nicki also look at these lyrics like, oh yeah, I remember that. You walked up to me and asked what the hell I'm looking at, and then asked me my name, even though I'm currently the most famous female rapper of 2015. Because in the song, she responds to him.
What's your name?
My name Nick.
Where you from?
New York and this bitch.
Wait, is that actually how they talk to each other? Shit, maybe this relationship is better than I thought. The fuck you looking at? You bitch, what the deal is? God damn it, motherfucker, where you from? New York and this bitch, you stupid fuck. I like the way you talk. You the illest.
Choose and pick, get the right one. All these chicks got the like one. All these hits got the like one. All these bottles got the lights up.
Okay, so obviously this flow comes from Biggie Smalls' Notorious Thugs.
Pass that weed, I got the like one. All them niggas, I got to fight one. All them hoes, I got the like one.
And while I would say I'm not sure how romantic imitating a flow from a song about shooting random people and starting fights is, I don't know, maybe in New York it's like some kind of mating call. I don't claim to understand how people from New York and Philadelphia go about being in love. I will say though, he does seem once again to be getting off of the topic.
All these hits got the like one. All these bottles got the lights up.
See, where in the Notorious Thug song, his delivery comes off as either flustered anger or having a cool blasé attitude about the women he wants to bang, each line here sounds more like an agitated person trying to get someone to make up their mind.
All these hits got the like one.
Come on, Nicki, I made like a whole bunch of songs. You gotta like one of them, right?
All these bottles got the lights up.
Come on, I bought like 5 different bottles of vodka. You're supposed to like these. They're really expensive.
All these models got the white one.
Models? Well, I guess she does do some modeling. But you know she's mainly known for doing something else, right?
What you gonna do? Hide them front.
Those are your options when approaching Nicki Minaj? How intimidating is this woman? However, she does have a more entertaining verse, hitting with a couple of witty quips that work.
This kitty cat on reclusive, he ducking them gooses.
Like here, because, you know, sometimes women are referred to as birds. And she's saying that Meek is messing with her, and not, well, the type of woman who would remind you of what a goose looks like. And that's a pretty doofy looking bird.
Now it's all eyes on us, and it's all lies on trust. And if them bitches want a trip, tell them they tour guides on us.
And that's a dope line too, saying that if these chicks step out of line, she's gonna take care of it. Not exactly lovey-dovey type stuff, but hey, when they did that...
Anybody wanna buy?
Yeah, that shit didn't work. So I guess I could say I admire them for being real. I guess. But I can't say that this whole affair translates to an enjoyable song for me. I'd give it a 2 out of 5. The syncing of the raps doesn't seem matched in the second verse, which makes for an odd listen, like they weren't even in the same studio. And the Thugs Need Love Too sentiment doesn't really work if you, well, seldomly actually mention the mechanics of your relationship. What makes you love each other? What real bond you have? I mean, sure, it makes a passing mention of them having trust, but it doesn't really go into it, which is odd because that's usually the core of what honest-to-goodness Thugs Need Love songs are about. Trust and faithfulness and what you'll do for each other. In fact, immediately my mind wanders to another Thugs Need Love song, I Know What You Want by Busta Rhymes featuring Mariah Carey. Y'all might not remember it now, but at the time that song was huge, and rightfully so. It had a sexual allure to it in the chorus. But in the verses, it broke down and detailed the intimacies of their relationships beyond pure sexuality.
Been together for a few years, shed a few tears, called each other nicknames like Sugar Plum and Pooh Bear. Hey yo, to really be honest, you stuck with me through my whole struggle. Can't even express through words how much the kid loves you. I'ma stand as a man, never above you.
It works because it expressed the complexities of love and sentimentality without being too corny, as well as sexual desire in a way that I think was legitimately sexy. So it's not that I don't like Thugs Need Love 2 songs, I just think, once again, like any type of song, it needs to be done with craft. You can't expect something to work just because the people making it are in a relationship.
I agree.
I know, right? Well, anyway, I'm the rap critic. You don't have to like my opinion, but I don't have to like your song. Just because the people making it are in a relationship.
I agree.
I know, right? Well, anyway, I'm the rap critic. You don't have to like my opinion, but I don't have to like your song.
You're adorable.
Thank you.